more innovation and more information sources being channeled into autos consistently, automakers have been attempting to make sense of how to give drivers a pulverize of data in a sheltered, instinctive manner. That swelling tide has offered ascent to progressively complex infotainment frameworks including multi-controllers and ever bigger presentations. It's turned out to be a sufficient issue that organizations like Acura and Infiniti have depended on utilizing more than one extra large screen in their middle stacks just to hand off all the data. Up until this point, however, such double show exhibits have left a great deal to be wanted. The 2018 TLX car is an unsaid affirmation that Acura's twin-screen framework hasn't been the most natural interface, not to mention the speediest. This infotainment approach was first presented on the organization's 2013 RLX lead, and from that point forward, Acura's designers have been relentlessly beavering ceaselessly, making incremental upgrades it took off to different vehicles. And certainty, the progressions to ODMD reflect the attentive approach that Acura has taken with the TLX. All in all, more intelligent outline and more vigorous execution are conceivable without making huge interests in clean sheet innovation. The TLX's mid-cycle invigorate might be more extensive and significant than most, yet Acura hasn't tossed out the child with the bathwater, either. It's based on what works. Like the ODMD 2.0 framework living in its dashboard, the 2018 TLX presents a cleaner face to the world, with all new sheet metal from the windshield forward. Gone is the shield grille that has ruled the TLX's nose since 2015, and in its place is an all the more strongly proportioned dual pentagon unit that draws motivation from Acura's precision concept. Joined with an overhauled belt and Acura's currently trademarked dual LED headlamps, the TLX presents a more forceful and present-day appearance, yet as sometime recently, it's a look that not every person will fall for. Under typical driving, SH-AWD is one-sided toward the front wheels, however 70% of the torque can be driven the back wheels in such circumstances, with up to 100% of that contort transported to either hub. In this manner, front-end furrow can be alleviated by boldly pouring on the throttle mid-corner. That is ordinarily a no-no, yet the torque vectoring super handling all-wheel drive adequately overdrives the back outside wheel to actuate backside turn, taking into account a superior opportunity to cut the zenith. This sounds more engaging than it is practically speaking. Acura says they've retuned the 9-speed program for enhanced refinement, yet I never truly had an issue with it sometime recently. It's all around active tooling around town, and with the drive mode selector tuned to Sport or Sport Plus, upshifts are appropriately fresh whether executed naturally or called for physically with the or shifters. I utilized those inborn V6 attributes, further bolstering their good fortune in the TLX's new A-Spec display. They went to the inconvenience of giving the A-Spec a more forceful appearance, and they retuned the controlling, somewhat faster proportion, and solidified the suspension, greater against move bars, stiffer damping. The greater part of that is well done, yet they didn't give the A-Spec's motor extra energy to truly influence it to feel extraordinary. Doing as such would have gone far toward understanding celebrity Main Street competitor vision that Acura has been upholding since the first TLX appeared in 2015. Truly, engineers have retuned the auto's dynamic sound control to convey up to 4 decibels more motor sound at high revs through the sound framework, yet to my ears, the V6's soundtrack could even now be more self-assured in Sport and Sport Plus, both inside the auto and to passers-by. Veering back to the inside, the standard TLX's lodge remains to a great extent unaltered, put something aside for the infotainment upgrade, yet that is no awful thing. Seats are agreeable, materials are of good quality, commotion is all around oversaw, and most controls are mindfully found. Acura's strange catch-based rigging selector returns, and keeping in mind that it might frustrate a few, to my eyes, it's among the best e-shifters available.